What if I told you that 93% of the challenges you face in life could be addressed by applying just 5 timeless principles? It sounds bold, doesn't it? But Viktor Frankl, a man who endured the unimaginable and emerged with profound wisdom, proved that perspective, purpose, and resilience are the keys to overcoming even the most daunting obstacles. In this video, we'll dive into 5 transformative teachings from Frankl that can shift your mindset, redefine your struggles, and give you the tools to handle life's toughest moments. Viktor Frankl wasn't just a survivor of the Holocaust. He was a psychiatrist, philosopher, and the author of the life-changing book, Man's Search for Meaning. His insights didn't come from a place of privilege or ease. They were forged in the fires of suffering and resilience. If his teachings could guide him through the darkest chapters of human history, imagine what they could do for the everyday challenges we face today. We all experience moments of frustration, loss, or uncertainty. Maybe you're feeling stuck in your career, overwhelmed by personal relationships, or just unsure of what direction to take. These feelings can weigh us down, making life seem like an uphill battle. But what if you could approach these problems with clarity, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose? That's exactly what Frankl's teachings offer. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 5 powerful ideas that have the potential to transform the way you think about your struggles. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're practical, actionable steps that can help you navigate life with greater meaning and focus. Stick with me until the end. By the time we're finished, you'll have a fresh perspective that could solve, yes, 93% of your problems. Imagine this. You're stuck in a situation you didn't choose, facing challenges you feel powerless to overcome. It's easy to believe that your circumstances define you. But Viktor Frankl teaches us a different truth, that no matter what happens, we always have the freedom to choose our response. He famously said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." This space, Frankl believed, is where we find our strength even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Frankl's own life exemplifies this principle. While imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps, he witnessed unimaginable cruelty and suffering. Yet he observed that some individuals, despite their dire circumstances, maintained kindness, dignity, and hope. Why? Because they chose to focus on their inner freedom, the one thing no one could take away. Frankl realized that even in the harshest conditions, we retain the power to decide how we respond, what we focus on, and how we find meaning in our experiences. This lesson transcends his personal story, offering hope to anyone feeling trapped by their current reality. In our day-to-day lives, we often feel at the mercy of external forces, the demands of work, the expectations of others, or the challenges we face. But Frankl's teaching reminds us that while we can't always control what happens, we can control how we interpret and react to it. Think about a frustrating commute or an argument with a loved one. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause, reflect, and choose your response. This simple act of mindfulness can transform the way you navigate challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. The power of choice is what gives us agency in our lives. It's what allows us to turn pain into purpose, fear into courage, and setbacks into stepping stones. Frankl's insight isn't just about surviving hardship, it's about thriving despite it. Every time you exercise your freedom to choose, you reclaim control over your life. And while this may not solve every problem instantly, it shifts the focus from what's happening to you to what you can do about it. This is the first step in solving 93% of life's problems, recognizing that your response is always within your control. Suffering is an inevitable part of life. We all face it in one form or another, whether it's the loss of a loved one, a career setback, or the quiet ache of feeling unfulfilled. Viktor Frankl didn't sugarcoat this reality. Instead, he embraced it, arguing that suffering itself isn't what defines us, but how we respond to it. He famously said, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." This shift in perspective, from resisting pain to finding meaning within it, is at the core of his philosophy. During his time in the concentration camps, Frankl encountered suffering on a scale most of us can't imagine. Yet even in the depths of despair, he discovered a profound truth: that suffering, when faced with the right mindset, could become a source of meaning. For Frankl, this meant holding on to memories of his wife, imagining their reunion, and believing that his suffering had a purpose: to share his insights with the world. His ability to find meaning didn't erase the pain, but it gave him the strength to endure it, transforming his suffering into a path toward growth and understanding. In our daily lives, suffering often feels like an unwelcome guest. But Frankl teaches us to ask a powerful question: what is this pain teaching me? Maybe a difficult breakup is showing you how to value yourself. Perhaps a career failure is redirecting you toward something more aligned with your purpose. While these experiences hurt in the moment, they often contain seeds of growth that can only be recognized with time and reflection. Frankl's philosophy challenges us to stop avoiding pain and instead face it with curiosity, asking what meaning we can extract from even the hardest moments. Turning suffering into meaning isn't about romanticizing pain. It's about reclaiming power in situations where we feel powerless. This is what makes Frankl's teaching so transformative. He shows us that pain doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be the beginning of a new chapter. By embracing suffering as part of the human experience, we can learn, grow, and emerge stronger. This isn't just a coping mechanism. It's a way of living that prioritizes resilience and purpose over despair. When life throws unexpected challenges our way, the instinctive question that arises is often, why me? It's a natural response to pain, frustration, or loss. We want answers, explanations, or someone to blame. But Viktor Frankl teaches us that this question keeps us stuck in a cycle of victimhood. Instead of helping us move forward, it focuses our energy on what's already gone wrong. Frankl believed that asking the wrong question leads to the wrong mindset, one that amplifies despair and robs us of the ability to act. Frankl's revolutionary idea was to flip the script. Instead of asking, why me? He encouraged us to ask, what can I do? This subtle shift reclaims power, putting the focus back on what's within our control. In his words, life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. By asking what we can do, we stop fixating on what we've lost and start searching for ways to grow, contribute, and make sense of our situation. This reframing isn't just a mental exercise, it's a call to action. Think about a time when you faced a significant setback, a missed opportunity, a breakup, or a moment of failure. The temptation to dwell on, why did this happen to me, is strong, but it doesn't lead anywhere productive. Instead, imagine asking, what can I do to move forward? This question transforms passive frustration into proactive problem solving. It might mean learning from your mistakes, seeking support, or even embracing the challenge as an opportunity for growth. This shift, as Frankl teaches, is the foundation of resilience. By changing the question, we change the narrative of our lives. Instead of seeing ourselves as victims of fate, we become active participants in our own story. This is the essence of Frankl's teaching, that meaning isn't something life hands to us, it's something we create through our choices. Asking, what can I do, opens the door to possibilities, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, we have the power to act, to adapt, and to find purpose. And with each step forward, we get closer to solving the challenges that once felt insurmountable. In today's world, success is often measured by achievements, promotions, accolades, social media recognition, and material possessions. While these accomplishments can bring temporary satisfaction, they rarely provide lasting fulfillment. Viktor Frankl challenges this view, suggesting that true success isn't about what we achieve, but about the meaning we derive from our actions. He wrote, "Success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue as the unintended side effect of one's dedication to a cause greater than oneself." This idea redefines success not as a destination, but as a byproduct of living with purpose. For Frankl, purpose was the cornerstone of a meaningful life. He believed that when we align our actions with our values and dedicate ourselves to something beyond our own self-interest, we naturally experience a sense of fulfillment. This could mean pursuing a career that helps others, nurturing meaningful relationships, or even facing adversity with courage. Frankl's own purpose, to share his insights on finding meaning in suffering, gave him the strength to endure unimaginable hardship and find success in helping millions transform their lives. The constant pursuit of external validation, whether through career milestones or social approval, often leaves us feeling empty. Why? Because these achievements lack intrinsic meaning. They're based on fleeting standards set by others, not on what truly matters to us. Frankl's philosophy urges us to ask, am I chasing success for its own sake, or am I pursuing something meaningful? By focusing on purpose rather than achievement, we free ourselves from the pressure of comparison and create a deeper sense of satisfaction. Redefining success starts with small, intentional steps. Instead of striving for perfection or recognition, ask yourself how your actions contribute to something bigger than yourself. Are you making a positive impact on someone's life? Are you staying true to your values? These are the measures of success that bring fulfillment. Frankl's teaching reminds us that purpose isn't found in a grand moment of realization. It's built through the choices we make every day, even in the smallest of actions. When pain enters our lives, the natural response is often to avoid it, suppress it, or distract ourselves from it. But Viktor Frankl believed that true resilience comes from the courage to face suffering directly. He argued that avoiding pain only deepens our sense of helplessness, while embracing it allows us to find meaning within it. In his words, in some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning, such as the meaning of a sacrifice. This perspective transforms suffering from something to fear into something we can learn from. Frankl's life is a testament to this idea. In the concentration camps, he faced hunger, humiliation, and loss on a scale that few of us can imagine. Yet, he didn't shy away from his suffering. Instead, he confronted it, using his pain as a lens to understand the human spirit. He discovered that resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, but about standing firm in the face of it, holding on to purpose and meaning. His story shows us that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the determination to act despite it. In our daily lives, suffering takes many forms: the stress of a demanding job, the heartbreak of a failed relationship, or the weight of unmet expectations. While these challenges may not compare to Frankl's experiences, his lessons are universally applicable. Facing suffering with courage starts with acceptance. Acknowledge your pain instead of running from it. Then ask yourself, what can this experience teach me? How can I grow from it? This mindset transforms suffering into an opportunity for self-discovery and strength. Resilience isn't something we're born with. It's a skill we develop by consistently choosing to face life's difficulties with courage and purpose. Frankl believed that when we find meaning in our suffering, we not only endure, but grow stronger. Each challenge becomes a stepping stone, shaping us into more compassionate, understanding, and resilient individuals. By embracing this mindset, we gain the confidence to face whatever life throws our way, knowing that even in the hardest moments, there is an opportunity for growth. As we've explored today, Viktor Frankl's teachings remind us that even in the darkest times, we have the power to choose, to find meaning, and to grow. His wisdom offers a path to resilience, purpose, and hope, no matter the challenges we face. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. We post inspiring content like this every day to help you navigate life's complexities with insight and purpose. Don't forget to leave a like, share this video with someone who might need it, and drop a comment below to let us know which of Frankl's lessons resonated with you the most. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.